Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. What's in your news for Wednesday, the 24th day of January 2024? Dighton Griffith School teachers are off the job, or there's some McLean Drive. The inspector needs to help out there. The CCJ has given the COP and the Attorney General in Barbados a big, gift. Candice John is in your news. Just go on through, please. New rows in your news. Going through, this is Tate, Omar Tate. I want to thank you for coming to YouTube. I want to thank you for liking, sharing. I want to thank you for commenting. I want to thank you for subscribing to my channel on YouTube. Information, I share information. I hope it's good information. I hope people tell me the truth when they're giving me information so I can share good information. Tomorrow is Thursday. If all goes well, I'll see you tomorrow. Sherry Veronica. Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. At Sarah Restaurants was located in Maxwell, Christchurch. It burned down. Your fire department called arson. Your insurance company refused to pay, called arson, went to court, arson. It went to the CCJ. Okay, the CCJ has given you a gift. They've put this in your hands now. It's in your hands, Barbados. The CCJ is saying arson. The CCJ rejected Mohammed and Kavanaugh. Sharif Mohammed and his wife Marie Kavanaugh. It is arson. So now let's see, because your Attorney General, they don't do investigations. So you don't need to do an investigation. The COP. What's his name? What's the name of your COP? Whoever is your top cop in Barbados. You don't need to do investigations. This was given to you. It's a gift in your hands by the CCJ. Okay, so who's it? Boys, who is your top cop there in Barbados? They need to file. It's just a matter of filing charges. Okay, you just file charges now. Okay, this matter is done. This matter is done. The CCJ upholds insurer's decision to avoid policy of insurance, to avoid paying the policy of insurance. Okay, it was arson. It was arson. It is arson. It is going to be arson until the world comes to an end. Okay, it's going to be arson. Okay, so whoever is in charge of policing in Barbados, and the attorney, along with the Attorney General, along with the Director of Public Prosecutions, all of them need to get together and round up Mohammed and his wife Kavanaugh, Sharif and Marie. They need to be charged. They need to be indicted. That's a new word for. They need to be charged and indicted, and then let the process fall where it may. Let justice fall where it may, because you guys pick up people for the simplest things. Now, if someone is going to burn down a whole restaurant and then go and try to get $6 million from your insurance companies, you know what that does? That raises the insurance premiums for everyone else, because the insurance companies in Barbados don't want to pay out that amount of money. And if they had to, it would everyone else suffers. Excuse me, everyone else will suffer because their premiums would be raised to recoup. Yeah, it's just recouping. It's a money game. It's a money game, and everyone's gonna want their monies back. And then who does that fall on? You Barbadians. So you cannot let this one slip through your fingers. Okay, the CCJ has put it flat out. It's in your hands. You don't need to do nothing else. Your fire department, your insurance, they all knew what was going on. And because Sharif and Marie thought that they were above the law, they think that they were above the law. They are better than the ordinary Barbadian that lives and breathes and walks the streets there. No. Send the message, Barbados. Send the message. You cannot go around burning shit down and then taxing the insurance companies to pay you, and then having that payout fall in the laps of other Barbadians who are walking the straight and narrow.
You cannot continue doing stuff like that and expect it to not come to my attention, not have me come on here and talk about it. So the Attorney General and your COP, your Chief of Police, and in tandem with the Director of Public Prosecutions, here is a matter that is easy peasy. Easy peasy. It's right in your lap. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Indict Maria Kavanaugh. Indict Sharif Muhammad, and let the people know that you've done it, to show them no one is above the law. This is Sher Veronica. Hi, this is Sher Veronica. This photo was taken today. Today is the 24th day of January 2024. It is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. I'm hearing there's a massive absence of teachers from the Griffith School. It started yesterday and the ministry was called in. Today they're saying there's even less staff than yesterday, and the person is saying that it's being kept from the media. That's what I'm hearing, that there's a media blackout on this one. Okay, and children were sent home yesterday like around 12:30 from the Griffith. That was yesterday. They were sent home. And yeah, you need to find out. I give you what I get. It's for you now to find out what's going on, and you usually tell me in the comments section you know how good my info is. So continue on, tell me how good this info is. The person said this photo was taken today, Wednesday, the 24th day of January 2024, and they're saying that they didn't see any media. Everything seems to be kept away from the media, but it's something that is happening. A massive absence of teachers from the Griffith School. Okay, this is Sher Veronica. Hi, this is Sher Veronica. This is Candice John. Candice John is known to you because she does a lot of silly things to get the attention of males. Like she would have a baby from a guy, and if the guy pushes off because there's no relationship, so to speak, and the guy just pushes off and goes on his way, she would do something silly with the baby and then take a video and send it to the guy, like to bring like alarm and have maybe what the guy come back and like love her and show her that it doesn't work. It has never worked. It will not work. Not to the day this world ends. It's not gonna work. They're gonna see you as being a stupid, silly little girl. That's what they see you as, being a silly girl. It's stupidity. What you're doing is stupidity. Okay. Now this is 2024. You know her from 2023, last year. I remember seeing her doing some crap to a little baby. Now this year, 2024, she's doing it again. She's doing it again, trying to get the attention of some man that doesn't really want her, is not really interested in her. Yeah, and she's trying to get his attention, saying, well, he doesn't pay me any attention. He's going about his business and he's doing as he likes. And she does that. She's talking like that, and she's taking a video showing you what she may or may not do, and just to like get attention. Nothing really happens to the child, but she does it for attention. And they're saying that the child care board took the kids one time and then she got them back, and they'll take them another time and she'll get them back. She just needs attention, and she's looking for it in the wrong place. She needs to love herself. Candice, you need to love yourself, okay? You need to love yourself, and when you love yourself, you're not going to be interested in anyone else giving you love, because you're going to fill yourself up with love, self-love, okay? Love yourself and love your kids. If you're having kids, you should at least try to show them that you love them. You don't, and then you have the video evidence out there for them to look at in years to come. They're gonna see that crap that you put out, that you did, and you put. It's crazy. I think I'm whew. Anyhow, Candice John is in your news again today because she put out a recent video doing pure stupidity. This is Sher, Veronica. Hi, this is Sher, Veronica. Frustrated farmers, crop growers lose thousands in months of theft. Okay, crop larceny is something that happens in Barbados, and these guys lived in an area. The guys that were shot yesterday lived in an area that overlooked the field. That's what they're saying, 3 houses field, and they knew exactly when the trees were to look a little yellowish, and when when it separated and how it should look. They knew that those yams were ripe for the, I was going to say picking, but for the pulling up. They knew when those crops were ready to be pulled up. So they're no more. Okay, so that's two down. You don't know if there's a gang of them. It's suggested there is, but then one of them that died yesterday, Omar Tate, they're saying that he was like challenged, and maybe he was coerced, or he could have been easily coerced into doing what he did. And it's very unfortunate for him that he ended up the way his brother did, because Pippi Nord, remember Pippi Nord? He was also a Tate, and it seems as though other members of the Tate family are dead, and there's some that are on the run. So it could be a family thing. But this stealing, the crop larceny, we talked about this a couple of weeks back, because farmers are always in the news crying out. They're not crying out about monkeys now. You're going to say, oh, it's the monkeys. No, they're not crying out about monkeys. They're crying out about people who live in the area who come and steal their crops in the dead of the night. Okay, that's who they're complaining about. Like I said, 2 are gone now. 2 are gone. But you can't keep on like shooting people. So what are you gonna do? Put up surveillance, get poles and put up surveillance. I know you in these fields it's all flat, but you can have poles, and you can. It's doable. I live in a farming community. I spend half the year in a farming community. You see the poles and you see the surveillance. It's doable and it's not that expensive in terms of something that you can write off on your taxes. You have to look at it as part of doing business. You're just going to have to look at it that way. It's the price of doing business. You have to have surveillance. So do the surveillance, okay? Do the surveillance and have some dogs. Have some dogs on hand that will bark and keep a whole lot of racket, but you cannot continue. You cannot be shooting people. You cannot be putting people down like that. You know, I that's how I feel. I don't know how to feel about it, but you just cannot keep on doing what you did. What happened yesterday? Nah, you have to try to avoid that happening by using other ways to secure your crops, okay? Sher, Veronica. Hi, this is Sher, Veronica. Remember that situation at the polyclinic in St. Philip where the nurses were left traumatized? This is the guy, Tico Romario Smith. Tico, Tical. That's his first name. Tical, however you want to say. Romario Smith. He is 27 years old, and if you read the story, it's the most silliest thing you could ever read. You probably have to read it 2 or 3 times to say, huh? Is that why he was upset? Is that why he did what he did? Well, he pled guilty. It's all you know, it's all done. It's just a matter of, you know, what Ian Weeks is going to ponder, what Ian Weeks is going to give him. Ian Weeks sent him up to your hotel until February 20th so that he can ponder what he's going to do with Tico. Yeah. So we have to wait until the 20th, but he said, yeah, he did it, and everyone knew he did it because he came with his child and the child mother. So they pulled the files and then knew who he was. They knew who he was, and if they didn't know who he was, they knew who the mother is, and they could just contact her and say, well, who was that guy who was with you? It's easy. This was easy, okay? But anyhow, he just didn't like how the nurse moved with his daughter in terms of giving her some sort of whatever she needed right there and then. He wanted to know why was there a delay, and he acted up. It's the silliest thing you will ever read. It's in today's paper, and just avoid that page. I had to read it and I cannot unread what I read, but it's just silly. It's just silly how easily people are ticked off. The people are turned out for the silliest, most these are things that you can talk about and ask a question about and just sit your ass down and wait your turn. Just wait your turn. But he's going to act out. Why? Because he's a man and he's bigger and he's stronger? Well, not a man, a male. Bigger, stronger? Come on now. Okay, so he did what he did. He admitted that he did what he did. Ian Weeks is pondering what he did and what he's going to do to, you know, justify to the public why he's going up to Hotel St. Philip and how long he's going up to Hotel St. Philip, or if he's going to be put on probation and not Hotel St. Philip. It's all up in the air for now. But Tico Romario Smith, something's wrong. Something's off. What happened didn't need to happen based on what I read in the paper. It's crazy. It was a simple matter. So I think you should send him to get send him to BlackRock. Just not BlackRock per se, but is something wrong with how easily people are offset in Barbados? Is something wrong with that? Are you not seeing that something may be wrong with how easily some people in Barbados are put off and get upset and react. Don't you find that it's a little bit, they're jumping that. Whew. Anyhow, this is Sher Veronica. Hi, this is Sher Veronica with Mia Motley explaining the difference between a charge and indictment. I think that you guys in Barbados should have a method of expelling a member of parliament when it gets to the indictable side of the whole matter. Like she said, you can be charged, and that's what the prosecutor would do. That happens at the policing level, but when the case goes through a certain another leg of the judicial process, where other eyes are looking at it, then you can say, well, yeah, he has been indicted. It's more serious. It's more serious when it gets to that point. But anyhow, I think with that in mind, Barbados should look to have ways, like maybe like a 2/3 majority or whatever, but it should look to have ways that they could actually expel a member of parliament from parliament. Just take away the job, give it to someone else, whatever it takes, but it's something that you must have within your laws, your rules and regulations there in parliament. You should be able to, at this stage, have him by vote removed, and then you call a by election and have someone else selected or elected to his post. But to have him there and talking about being a backbencher, and Mia Motley is saying she doesn't want what has happened to him to affect the government and the running of the government. It sounds all good, but you need to have something in place. You need to have something in place that when things like this happens, you're able to get together and have a majority of the votes, yay, nay, and you take it from there. You take it from there. And since Mia Motley has everyone there from her party, the B as in boy LP, that could have been easily had you have something like that in your laws. It's something to look at now. You saw how Carrington, and you mentioned to him how he stole his client's money, and he just sat there running things there in parliament, and nothing happened. The world is looking at you. I really don't understand how you're trusted with international money and how they give you. I do not understand how it happens, and because it happens, because you do get international money, it shows that you are being controlled from the outside. That's what it's showing. It's showing that you are being controlled from the outside. Okay, so you need to get some laws in place that you can do a vote, and the majority vote would put any member of parliament that is not even found guilty, but if there's an indication of ill repute, if there's even an indication that it is something that is coming up in the court system, just get rid of him. Okay? Sher Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.